Hi Leo, how are you? I'm your Cosmic Auntie, and this is going to be your official monthly reading. I did do, I started to do your reading a couple days ago, but my phone crashed out, and then it just went blank for a little while, but it's back. But the little message that I did catch seems like important, so I did share it on my Instagram and on my TikTok, and I probably will still put it on YouTube as well. So if you want to go check that one out, please do. But this is going to be your full reading. So this could be interesting to Leo suns, Leo moons, Leo risings. This could be interesting for Leo Mars, Leo Venus, or, the unique placement that you find Leo in your chart. House that you find Leo, any aspects that include Leo or the sun. So yeah, you could just be really feeling into your fire energy. We all have every sign in our chart somewhere, and we all have all the elements as well. So however you found this reading, I'm just really glad you're here. So let's jump into it. Always remember to bounce all messages off your own intuition, your own inner guidance system. You know yourself best, and you're the expert of you, and you have your own connection with divine energy. So when a message resonates, you'll just know, and when one doesn't resonate, you'll also know. So take what you want and leave the rest, okay? All right, let's jump in. Let's see. Leo, what's going on for Leo? What can you chat about with the beautiful Leo? Oh my gosh, so interesting. This is the card, one of the cards that came out in the first reading. So, etheric chords, Erzuli Dantor. So, yeah, we talked about the potential benefit of like a cord cutting ceremony, following the tethers, following the cords into the roots of things in order to gain greater clarity, deeper understanding and understanding. So that's definitely something here too. So we've got Mojaji, manifestation, and then we've got Tituba, feeling safe. Okay. And then we've got live out loud. And sorry, it's so funny, Leo, because I was actually thinking about this card when I was walking the other day, because there's this little LOL written on the ground as I was walking by, and I was like, LOL, and I was like, haha, laugh out loud. And then I thought of this card popped into my head, live out loud. I'm like, oh, LOL, live out loud. Anyway, that's so random, but yeah, I thought I'd share that with you. LOL, live out loud, Leo. Live out loud, Leo. Okay, so there's definitely a sense of, yeah, cutting cords in order to, it's linked in with the safety that you're wanting, the safety that you need in order to manifest. I keep seeing like kind of just a bunch of wires all tangled, like there might be some, not only cord cutting, but cord detangling. There's a detangling process here in order to kind of organize and just kind of get this kind of free flowing energy. The wires all uncrossed, unbunched, unknotted. I keep getting this kind of like knot in my stomach too. So and like my solar plexus chakra too, like right here. It's like, so yeah, they're definitely something that is, you know, either needs to be unraveled or is being unraveled. And if you're finding yourself, you're like, okay, maybe something that needs to be unraveled, remember that you're not alone, okay? And to process and to connect with people that you feel trusted around, like you trusted people that you feel safe around. While also kind of taking the necessary solitude to process, finding a balance between the two. So a lot is being cleared, a lot is like, and it's not even just cleared, it's organized in order to bring in these manifestations, for these manifestations to be brought in for you. And we've got intuition at the bottom of the deck. So you'll, you know, pay attention to your intuition about when you need to connect to trusted friends, family, community, you know, counselors, therapists, medical professionals, anything, you know, in the professional realm as well. So pay attention to your intuition to know when it's necessary for you to do that, and also when it's necessary to kind of take that solitude and, you know, be in your own energy. Yes. There's definitely something about like the auric field as well, tending to your auric field, your energy field, so that you can live out loud. You know, you have the room to expand, the room to like take up space. It's almost like I want to be like this right now. Yeah. And these actions, right, detangling the cords is something that's helpful to the universe as well, in order to be able to bring these manifestations in. Because I definitely sense that you are calling things in. You're calling things in. There's just some things that need to get out of the way in order for that to happen. Ten of Cups. Ooh. So things will be feeling better. This is I heard that like Bill Withers song, Bill Withers song, Lovely Day. That song could have some messages in there. Also, this Ten of Cups could talk about what it is that you're calling in, what it is that you're desiring, and the Ten of Cups is all about emotional safety, literally emotional safety, emotional security, fulfillment, love, okay, love, connection, you know, family, community, friendships, romantic relationships, all of it, the whole package, okay, the whole picture. Then we've got the Page of Swords underneath, manifestation. So I definitely sense you being very articulate about what it is that you want. So there's old things being like wisdom being integrated, and then also cords that need to be cut, cords that need to be organized, so that there's more room to expand into deeper love. And I just heard more time. Some of you also might be like manifesting more time with the like the family that you have, like family that you're a part of, family that you've also created. If you do have children, if you do have a partner, right? I sense that there's maybe some of you out there that are just like, okay, I really identifying that you desire more time to spend with your family, desire more time to spend with your friends in your community. So there just might be some like again, organization to your schedule, organization to, you know, workload in some way. And yeah, so, you know, to really be curious about what it is that you need and to articulate it to yourself, to the universe, to others as well. To the Page of Swords is very intellectual, like they're really smart. They are very quick as well, very expressive, and they want to, like, when they learn something, they want to implement it, they want to try it, they want to try it out. So I definitely sense, Leo, that there's profound awareness here, and once that awareness is received, there's an eagerness to implement it, and that the universe likes that. Okay, and that's really good. It's like, you know, okay, you're like, I becoming aware of something, all right, let's take action on that. Let's try out this new knowledge. And it's so, Leo, you're so funny. And also I heard to and feeling fancy when doing it, because this card in the book, this is the Tarot of the Owls. Tarot of the Owls. In the write-up for the Page of Swords, it talks about the Page of Swords' fancy cap and how fancy it makes them feel, how fabulous it makes them feel, you know, like, and you deserve to feel fabulous, because you are fabulous. You are fabulous. You are a stunner. And, you know, there might be some things to kind of do for yourself to bring in that, like, that flavor, to feel fancy. Maybe there's you know, to wear your favorite things, or maybe there has been a certain thing that you've had your eye on in regards to like clothing or jewelry, or something that you need, something that you want. Yeah, if so, this could be a good, you know, if you have the means to do so, to go grab that for yourself, because you deserve it. Treat yourself, Leo. But it's very clear. I definitely sense a lot of clarity about what it is that you desire, and also having clarity about this ball of wires that needs to be untangled. I keep hearing to like her cross wires, or like that saying, it's like caught in the crosshairs. So maybe if you resonate with like that tight feeling here, that like knotted up stomach, that knotted up like solar plexus, because this is, you know, this is where we are like powerhouses. This is yellow. This is where our like intuitive, like the way we go about things, the way that we follow and take action on our intuition is what I'm really trying to say. So there might be some blockages that you're feeling there, like caught in the crosshairs, like just little like I'm hearing malfunctions, and I just kind of saw like the sputtering, like, psh, 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 you know, like, so it doesn't mean that it's not working. It just, it just means, Leo, that there's some tending there. There's some tending that has to be done, whether it be cord cutting, cord organization, whatever it is. There's just some things that need to be tended here if you're finding yourself having a difficult time taking action, flowing in the way that your intuition is leading you to. It doesn't mean that it's not happening. Yeah. So taking that kind of curious approach, that investigative approach to yourself. Oh, interesting too. There might be some, like, this could also, for some of you, be very like generational with the 10 of Cups here. Generational healing underneath the etheric cords. So I'm definitely talking to some people who are peeling back another layer of generational healing, learning a lot. And with generational healing comes the access of generational and ancestral gifts and applying those, right? So what else is coming out for Leo? Chariot. Yeah, I was just really meditating on the feeling safe card, Tituba. This is a passion of moving towards more safety in your environment, safety in your body. There's this yearn and deservingness. Of course, we all deserve to feel safe. We all deserve it. And life can be really intense. Where there may have been some times where you have felt unsafe. And then our body learns how to protect ourselves, right? Like our brains are designed to protect ourselves as well. So there's a lot of like new neural pathways forming, I'm feeling, which is incredible. And it takes a lot of consistency and a lot of effort and a lot of courage and momentum to do that. You're all like, however this is landing for you, if you're still here and resonating with this, all of you are working diligently at creating more safety for yourself and others in your life. But that is like a really big calling I'm hearing, is that there's a calling to move toward what feels safe. And that doesn't mean like necessarily playing safe. It just means feeling safe to be yourself, safe to express yourself, safe to be you, you know, and for others to feel safe to be them. You know what I mean? It's not like playing small, so I hope I'm able to kind of make that distinction, because I definitely sense that there is something here kind of about playing small. Maybe you've noticed, like, okay, am I playing small here? And why? And the what, the why, the where, the investigative process here, and gaining a lot of really important information. And there's a lot of brain power, there's a lot of precision here. Again, Spirit bringing me to that ball of wires, the attention that needs in order to detangle that ball of wires. Like, you know, for those of you who wear necklaces, you know, when you have to like detangle necklaces from one another, and it's just like, oh, like, but it takes patience and presence, attention, and precision to do it. And when you put your mind to it, it happens, right? So then we got the King of Cups. Yeah, feeling more emotional safe in your body, feeling more emotionally safe in your environment, while also being an emotionally safe person for others that you cherish as well. There's definitely such an emotional intelligence here, Leo. I'm hearing preparation, preparing yourself for the next level, preparing yourself for your blessings, and knowing that they're coming in. And while knowing that they're coming in, like celebrating the ones that you're already experiencing, the ones that the moment that you find yourself in. It's too many, but we do have the Queen of Wands, and I do see the Justice popping out. The Justice card, which I really love in this deck. And it's like, so curious. Queen of Wands. So one of, an energy that you lend yourself to. So again, feeling confident, feeling powerful, feeling a sense of trust with yourself, a sense of confidence. Again, the Queen of Wands has been through it, trial and tribulation, time and time again, and consistently like transmutes it into greater power. Very successful energy, also very warm energy, and also very fierce energy, right? Like the Queen of Wands is a very like protective mother energy, protective maternal energy. This is like the hostess with the mostest, but like will will step to anyone that like tries anything, especially like to hurt like a loved one of yours, or like that, or anything to do with like innocent like people, innocent animals, innocence. Anyone that like tries to mess with that, or like to like hurt or harm innocent people, like the Queen of Wands is like, hold my beer, like let's go. And so apply that protectiveness, that sacred protection to yourself as well. I know that you do. There's something like, I just felt like it's important to gently remind. Because, Leo, you rule the heart, and you're very heart-centered, you're very giving, you're very nurturing, and can easily be paying attention to others more than the self, even though like Leo can often in like pop astrology be like they're self-centered or whatever, but I often find it to be quite different, quite opposite. Leo can be generous to a fault. It doesn't mean that is a bad thing, of course not. It's a beautiful thing. And what I'm trying to say is that it is to be cherished. It is to be valued and protected, to have discernment over your giving heart, to be discerning over your giving nature, so that you have you know, you have energy to give to yourself as well. That's where the Justice card is coming in. That's where I'm kind of bringing in that, like, to find that balance, to find that sweet spot. And allow it to move, right? Like, here. It's balanced, but, you know, it moves back and forth. It's allowed, you know? So, interesting reading, Leo. Interesting reading. I just heard preparation again. Preparing for the next level. You're preparing for the next level, preparing for the next chapter. Manifestations will be coming in. Enjoy the place you are in right now. The blessings that you have right now. Keep investigating yourself, integrating the information that you discover, and then applying that knowledge in ways that feel aligned. Kind of going back to that message about just maybe coming to a place of clarity about how you're spending your time and wanting more time to spend with your loved ones. And so coming to the awareness, like, oh, I've got to change my schedule around, like, oh, I got to make some changes to how I do things so that you do have that time to spend with your family, right? While also making sure that your needs are met and their needs are met when it comes to resources and things like that, right? Like, it's moving things around. But I definitely feel, Leo, like you're moving into a place where you're, like you've been working hard on this, but it's gonna be manifesting. It's manifesting now. It's blossoming. It's blooming. It's opening more. This feeling of safety in yourself, feeling of safety in your body, feeling of safety in your environment and in your relationships. And again, there might have been some, there might have been some need to change certain ways that you interact with certain people, interact with certain like work places, different places, community. There might have been some environmental changes that needed to happen as well, which create more room to call in more like kind of like aligned connection as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as much as it may feel like it's kind of, I heard barren, which is really interesting. Just kind of like empty. There's so much more room to fill up. There's so much more room to fill it up with new things that are more soul aligned to you, aligned to your wavelength. And the momentum that's here, like, things will be moving. There's a real steady pace to this, especially with the Page of Swords and the Chariot. Like, there's a lot of blessings coming in. And I sense that, like, all of the hard work that you have put into healing and that you're putting into healing, cord cutting, organization, investigation of yourself, of life, and the action that you have been taking, that you are taking to like change things up, oh my God, is all going to be rewarded. And things are going to feel so much better. Yeah, crown games, the right use of power. Exactly. Look at that, crossing the initiation. This is an initiative energy. This is an initiation. You're crossing a threshold. You're in the wormhole right now. Yeah. You're in the portal. You're in the portal, and yeah, the gestation period. Exactly. There's a new reality that is just just being born. It's like, it's percolating still, it's developing still. Some of you, you know, may be expecting like human babies. Some of you out there, that could just be for a couple of you. Some of you may desire babies. Others of you, you know, it's like a new reality, it's like a new chapter. I mean, regardless if it's like a human child or not, it's a new chapter for all of you. A whole new reality is developing. It's being grown. Interesting, right? In the sacral, in the solar plexus chakra, the root, like this is our creative centers. It's being developed. I heard growing pains as well. And then we have vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are being shattered through right now. Limiting beliefs are being shattered. Different identities, different conditioning, different things. Like there's so much that you're shattering through. So keep having compassion with yourself. Okay. And we also have reconciliation, reconciling with yourself. And ultimately, this is all like coming down to the fact that resulting in like more confidence in your magic. So, interesting. Interesting, Leo. And with the crown game's right use of power, the universe sees you, Leo. The universe sees you in your integrity all throughout everything that you have experienced thus far. Even if there's been moments where you haven't felt like you're in your integrity, there's a sense of acknowledging that and bringing yourself back to integrity. And that is the right use of power. Yeah, this is rewards, Leo. This is receiving your crown. Receiving your crown. That's still too many. Yeah. We'll just go with the one on the bottom. Dearest, wonderful you, to help you manifest a life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all your desires, no matter what kind, like magic seed pods in a basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reactions from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take to the wind. Your desires count and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply and are so happy to support you. What? Thank you, Spirit. That's exactly it. There's just like this acknowledgement. There's these deeper desires I sense you becoming more and more aware of. And that's going to look differently for each and every one of you. And there might be even more than one desire. And there is this balance of yourself and others, like things that nourish you as well as others, like feeling safe in your body, feeling safe, emotionally safe in your body, emotionally safe in your environment, and being a person that is emotionally safe to have in the environment too. And the reciprocity that is important between, right, because it's not just about pouring, it's not just about receiving, it's about that reciprocity and looking at those, like, where you're not giving enough to yourself, where, you know, some of you may be taking too much. But I don't think, like, I really am talking to many people, many Leos who would resonate with that. I think I'm talking to Leos who are maybe pouring too much, coming to the awareness that you've been pouring too much. And that you like to pour, it's just pouring too much, okay? And making the necessary changes, as well as, like, letting the changes happen. Because some of you might have experienced some changes in your relationships and changes in your environment that just, like, naturally occurred, and being confronted with the kind of an idea of, like, well, I gave so much, like, how could, like, what? And just letting that go and valuing what you give. And if they don't want it, and if they don't, then they don't deserve it. You can send them on their way with well wishes, right? Best of luck. Best of luck to you. And, you know, maybe some of you also had different things happen in your work dynamics, or you've made those changes to your work dynamics and made those changes to your relationships, friendships, romantic relationships. And, like, honestly, I feel like I'm talking to people that will resonate with all of that. Things, leaving their life, taking action and making changes in life, and it all being like, whoa. But again, you are growing, creating. I do this because gestation period, you are, like, you are cultivating, you are nurturing, you are developing a whole new reality for yourself that is just about to be born. It's already happening. It's already growing. It's just this winter's dream. I live in a place in the world where it's almost springtime. So, like, this is the time where things are going to be being born, you know, leaves popping out and animals being born, and, like, springtime, right? Like, anyway, you're doing amazing. Keep up the good work. To help you manifest a life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Okay, well, I love you very much, Leo. I hope that this was helpful, and I look forward to catching you in the next one.